achieved on the basketball court, bro. No one could have imagined the level of success Caitlin Clark is having in the game of women's basketball. At this point, if you do not compare her to Michael Jordan, you's a hater, bro. And I'm telling you right now, it's only for to get better. Yes, sky is the limit for superstar player Caitlin Clark, with Nike possibly on the cuffs of announcing her signature shoe and her signature logo. All Caitlin got to do is go out there and perform, man. And I'm telling you right now, them shoes is going to sell off the racks. Now, a lot of people has been voicing their opinions.
Basketball fans and sports commentators keep highlighting the criticism aimed at Caitlin Clark. The Iowa star has delivered outstanding performances in her second season, exceeding all expectations on the court. Few predicted the impressive milestones Clark would reach in women's basketball. Those who underestimated her elite talent clearly misjudged her abilities.
What stood out most to me, Amina, was that Caitlin Clark, even being out for those 3 weeks, did something on the basketball court that I've never seen a player do in the WNBA. And that was that stretch that you were just talking about, that 38-second stretch where she came down and hit not just 3 threes, but 3 bomb threes. And she did it in a first quarter where the New York Liberty had an 11-point lead, and Indiana needed her to come out and do that to kind of get back into the game. Her passing was on point, her scoring.
Her career path indicates even greater success lies ahead, with no limits to what this extraordinary athlete can achieve. Nike is said to be gearing up to launch her own signature shoe line and branded merchandise. Clark just has to keep performing at her top level on the court. These sneakers are expected to attract huge consumer interest once they hit the market.
Dave Portnoy has been talking all stuff on Twitter, bro. All stuff. So as you guys can see here, it said, did Geno Auriemma have the worst sports take in history? Let's check out what he had to say.
The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart.
But they've got Caitlin Clark.
These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. If you're a WNBA player, they were tremendously...
Several commentators have shared mixed opinions about Clark's recent comeback. She's faced both criticism and praise from various sources, making the situation worth a closer look. Dave Portnoy took to social media to directly confront Geno Auriemma, whose past remarks about Clark from last season now seem questionable. Portnoy also weighed in on Twitter, posting sharp critiques aimed at the veteran coach. Portnoy's post reported that Auriemma has a record of notably poor sports analysis. In the past, he remarked, fans who overhype her performance show a lack of respect for WNBA athletes, claiming she would dominate the league. Such uninformed and disrespectful behavior harms the reputation of women's basketball. WNBA players continue to encounter considerable disrespect.
Clark, another long three. She's back.
Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening.
Second in a row. Clark stays red.
This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league.
3 over Brianna Stewart.
I think she talks a lot of so she deserves everything she gets because she gives it as good as she gets it. She's just not built for the physicality of this league.
Clark nails it.
That was by far one of the best
delusional
ever, bro. I can't even lie. Somebody said Geno was the biggest fraud in the history of coaching.
Additional footage captured Clark hitting back-to-back three-pointers. Commentators hinted that challenges might lie ahead for her. Analysts debated whether she had the skills to meet the league's physical demands, while some felt her communication style justified any criticism she faced. Critics also questioned whether she had the ideal physique for professional-level competition.
There's a reason he never left for 50 years, basically landed 8 and 10 5-star recruits for a half a century and acts like he's coaching God. Nope, honestly, he's everything wrong with the WNBA and gatekeeper mentality. Yes, total retard. Telling you right now, man, Dave Portnoy made it his business to talk about that, but Rebecca Lobo as well did talk about Caitlin Clark today. Let's pull it up.
One observer called Auriemma the most overrated coach in history, pointing out his long career without notable advancement. They suggested he capitalized on recruiting top talent for years while portraying himself as a coaching mastermind. Critics saw him as embodying the WNBA's gatekeeping issues. Portnoy discussed these concerns at length, while Rebecca Lobo also offered insights on Clark's recent performances.
About the way Caitlin Clark came back yesterday. She's been receiving a lot of hate. She's been receiving a lot of love. We finna break it all down in this episode. Guys, we got to head on over to Twitter because look like Dave Portnoy wasted no time getting at none other than Geno Auriemma. Now, we all remember Geno Auriemma his signature call out last year of Caitlin Clark. And I'm telling you right now, he's looking like a fool to date, bro. So let me pull this up for you real quick. And pretty much,
Lobo highlighted the remarkable feat of Clark sinking 3 consecutive long-range shots during a critical stretch, something no WNBA player had accomplished under similar pressure. Her precise passing further enhanced her scoring impact, and the coaching staff's careful management of her minutes helped her sustain peak performance throughout the game. Despite these outstanding efforts, online critics remain relentless, directing unprecedented levels of negativity toward her. Some commentators even scrutinize her body language and on-court reactions.
Steph White took her out a little bit more, gave her a little bit more rest than we're accustomed to seeing from Caitlin Clark. She still played 30 minutes in the game, but that she had no rust, had a performance like that. And you could see the joy on her face, especially in that interaction you saw with Breanna Stewart about how happy she was to be back on the floor.
The quad, what stood out most about Caitlin's performance yesterday?
What stood out most to me, Amina, was that Caitlin Clark, even being out for those 3 weeks,
Footage revealed Clark making 6 of 8 three-point attempts. After missing a shot, critics dissected her immediate reaction and her eagerness to keep shooting, questioning her demeanor and response to the miss. Much of this criticism seems unnecessary and appears more aimed at stirring controversy than addressing genuine basketball concerns. Many current and former professional athletes, especially black male players, have voiced strong support for Clark's skills. Some observers have noted this backing and even questioned its authenticity.
Time high when it comes to Caitlin Clark. Now, this guy right here says she's still in just year 2, but I don't know if that will ever leave her game. Now, they're talking about Caitlin Clark body language. Watch this.
Caitlin, she been cooking, but she always does this. Give back her Iowa days. 6 for 8 for 3. She misses one. Now watch. She wants the ball back. Watch her body language.
Despite being sidelined for 3 weeks, Caitlin Clark remains one of the top talents in women's basketball. Suggestions that fans should dismiss outstanding players for racial reasons are deeply problematic. Her exceptional skills on the court challenge many of her critics, and attempts to bring race into discussions about her performance echo past controversies surrounding Clark. Her recent play underscores her elite ability and reinforces why she is widely regarded as potentially the greatest player in the sport.
There's a new challenger. The WNBA Twitter sphere. If you guys do not know Trendy Hoop Stars, this is a rage bait page. This is not a women's basketball page, this is a rage bait page. This is a page that has grown off rage baiting Caitlin Clark fans. This is a page that grew off that. There is another page who grew off stats, and quite a lot of it was to do with the WNBA, and Caitlin Clark was positive. By the way, if you guys don't understand Trendy Hoop Stars, I made this joke and it was like,
content creators who once criticized Clark have recently changed their stance. Those who previously questioned her MVP potential are now acknowledging and supporting her accomplishments. These swift reversals reveal inconsistencies in sports media analysis. The dramatic shift in public opinion regarding Clark's skills highlights how unpredictable sports commentary can be. Former critics are now recognizing her extraordinary talent and the impact she has had on women's basketball.
Rookies who scored 12 points, got 2 rebounds, 4 assists on greater than 80% shooting, and it was like Elisa Peely and Kate Martin, and people didn't understand that it was like a Trendy Hoop Stars. It's like they will literally quote a Caitlin Clark stat line and then say with less than 5 turnovers, and Caitlin will have exactly 5. And then that would be a game, I think it was the game when she broke the all-time assist record with 19. They were like players who had, I think she had like 7 turnovers that day, and it was like players who have had more than 16 assists in a game with less than 5 turnovers.
The platform's approach relies on creating very specific statistical criteria to exclude certain players from achievement lists. For instance, they might focus on rookie performances with particular point totals, rebound and assist numbers, and minimum shooting percentages, designing parameters that highlight some players while leaving others out. Figures like Courtney Vanderloot have also been mentioned in this context.